Okay, friends, we'll get started in like 30 seconds. Again, thank you for joining. Let's go ahead and get started now. Good morning to you all and welcome to the webinar by Wiseman Solutions. My name is Vipul Gupta and I head the Oracle Middleware and Mobility practice here at Wiseman. I'll be your moderator as well as one of the speakers for today. I would like to thank you all for taking time to join this webinar and hope that by end of it, you will have known more about the topic and relate to it to your requirement. Right now, I should have everyone on mute to avoid background noises that may distract you from listening to the speaker. Throughout the presentation, someone from my staff will be managing the chat functionality. While the webinar is on, I encourage you to drop in your questions and comments using the chat window. We will address these questions as well as take others you may have at the end of the presentation. Let's go over the agenda for today's discussion. We'll start with the introduction of Wiseman, followed by a brief about our Oracle Middleware and Mobility practice. We shall then jump into the main topic for today, and that is exploring enterprise mobile application using Oracle Mobile Solution. Once done, we'll open up for questions and try to answer them to the best of our knowledge here. About Wiseman, Wiseman is a Houston, Texas-based global IT solutions provider with offices in Canada, Dubai. Our offshore development centers are in Hyderabad and Pune in India. Wiseman was established 17 years back in 1997 and is a women and minority-owned company. We specialize in integration, application development, analytics, smart grid, mobility, managed and support services. Wiseman has won many accolades, not only from its clients like Centerpoint Energy and Bluebonnet, where we are recognized as best technology vendor, but also from agencies like Business Journal, Inc. Magazine, and EY. Our focus industries include energy and utilities, oil and gas, healthcare, entertainment, retail, manufacturing, and logistics. Listed here are some of our esteemed customers. To know more about Wiseman, please do visit our website at www.wiseman.com. Wiseman strategically focuses on Oracle technology and has a full-fledged Oracle middleware, mobility, and database practice. The practice drives the strategy, delivery, solutioning, sales, and marketing. Our range of services offerings to client include consulting that covers evaluation and assessment, defining future roadmaps, advising on integration and modernizations. We do end-to-end implementations of integration solutions from inception to solution design and architecture to build and deploy. We also provide to our clients services for upgrade of integration platform and solutions to latest suite of Oracle product. We have been providing database and application administration, operations and support services for over 10 years now, and we take great pride in saying that we specialize in it. From a middleware offerings perspective, it includes solutioning and support in wide range of middleware stack components like SOA Suite, BAM, OSB, OEM, B2B integration, WebLogic server installations and administration, and obviously Oracle Mobility, which is a big part of our solution provisioning here at Wiseman. We have a well-established Oracle Center of Excellence that brings added value to our clients. Some of the features of the Center of Excellence are that we have skilled and certified Oracle SOA and mobility professionals that are knowledgeable in best practices. They are equipped with enough knowledge for integration framework and middleware stack capabilities. We have a state-of-the-art Oracle SOA lab. This is equipped with latest releases of 12c product that includes database 12c, WebLogic server 12c, and the SOA Suite 12c. Our lab enables our consultants and clients to build proof of concepts and prototypes. We also use this lab to build and demo new features to the clients. The presentation that you are going to witness today, especially the demo part, is also a result of solution building that is done in this lab. If you have a specific requirement, say, and need our help to do a POC, it may be to evaluate a product or test a functionality, or a quick understanding of the product that you may want to get, we should be able to help you. So do reach out to us in case there is a requirement in this area. We support project implementations through our internally built lifecycle framework that helps reduce at least 20 to 30% of overall cost to the projects. It also helps provide proven solutions to the customers. We are a gold partner with Oracle that helps us collaborate with them to bring qualified services to you. Now, a brief about our delivery maturity model. This is a product of our Center of Excellence that helps us deliver cost-effective and proven solutions. This is by a combination of our framework and best practices with predefined accelerators, reusable, built over Oracle-provided middleware platform. So before we get started on the main topic today, just a brief about the speakers. I'll be one of the speakers today, and as I said earlier, head the middleware and mobility practice at Wiseman. I have a background of 19 years of experience implementing Oracle ERP and middleware applications. I drive the strategy, delivery, and solutioning of practice and support sales and marketing initiatives. I have Vinod with me, Vinod Gadam. Vinod is a senior software engineer with Oracle middleware practice of Wiseman. He's an expert in Oracle mobility space. He has over 9 years of experience in designing and developing applications in various technologies, including Java, Microsoft, .NET, PLSQL, Silverlight. He specializes in building mobile applications using various frameworks like Xcode, Java, HTML5, and Oracle. So I'll get started with today's presentation, and when it comes to the demo part, Vinod is going to join me. So the main topic for today, Oracle Mobility. Now, we might all have noticed in the last few decades, we have seen IT evolve from, say, mainframe to client-server environment to web-based environment, and without our noticing, I would say, there is an adoption and acceptance of smartphones, tablets, and such others. And talking about mobile, we know that it's no longer limited to games and some browsing. We know that for most of us, mobile has become a way of life. A lot of business, or should I say businesses, are also mobile enabled now. Enterprises are soon adopting mobile to serve the customers. That is, if they have not yet already done so, else they run the risk of being left behind. It is similar to when the IT boom started, right? And there was a race to get the manually executed business IT enabled, and there was a big run for that. And folks who didn't have a head start thought that they have missed out something, and they did a catching up. So I guess similarly is the story with Oracle, or not just Oracle, but any mobile enablement now. Mobile phones are already well on their way to replacing cameras, cache, maps, remote controls, tickets, calculators, notebooks, and such other devices or avenues. And as we know now that the world is soon moving towards Internet of Things, where most of the devices are getting connected via Internet, and in turn mobile. Well, I would rather leave talking about IoT for some other time. Today, our focus is going to be on Oracle offerings and capabilities in mobile enablement. So what's this whole rush about, and where does Oracle Mobility come into place, and what's its significance, and what are its offerings? Let's go over it. But before we really talk about Oracle Mobility, I really want to focus on some concerns that in enterprises or industry have been noticing over a period of time now. The three main concerns that have been recorded are like data loss and other security breaches related to mobile devices, which seems to be a key issue a lot of enterprises are having when they want to move to mobile enablement. It might be real or it might be just a perception, but there is a big concern related with the security. A majority of the time is spent on securing backend data systems, and enterprises are updating and releasing mobile apps every 6 months or less, and it's rapidly growing, as we know. So as a result of all this, the IT spending on mobile devices per employee is also going up rapidly, and I would say very rapidly. So how do we address these challenges? I know there are many products in the market when it comes to mobile enablement and providing mobile solution. Oracle is one of the key players, and what Oracle really brings in is some kind of standardization, and also its rich history of technology on various fronts like securities, databases, middleware, and such. So talking very specifically about Oracle Mobility, Oracle Enterprise Mobility delivers the advanced solution for developing and securing mobile applications, data, and cloud-based services. In today's world, we would know that it has become critical for enterprises to ensure that users are connected via any device to enterprise applications. So by simplifying application development, enterprises can really maximize IT investments and lower application development cost. So Oracle has brought to the industry three main components, and they offer it as part of Oracle Mobile offering, and those components are depicted here, and they are mobile platform, mobile security, and mobile applications. Let's kind of briefly go over them and see what they are in a nutshell or at a high level, and then we'll get into the details of a couple of them in due course. So talking about mobile platform by Oracle, the primary requirement for developing mobile applications, as some of us would know, is to be able to define mobile interfaces and APIs. Then to extend applications to enterprise data and backend services via cloud, right? So this needs to be enabled on one secure platform. Oracle's mobile platform provides this capability through its rich offerings, empowering developers, IT, and and like businesses to deliver high engaging mobile and cross-channel solutions. We'll certainly see more about or talk more about Oracle Mobile Platform in the subsequent discussion. That is going to be our main topic for discussion today. I'll touch briefly on Oracle Mobile Security. As we discussed earlier, today the major concern related with mobile applications is security. I believe you would agree that in today's connected world, organizations must effectively manage the end-to-end cycle of user identities across all enterprise resources within and beyond the firewall and into the cloud. So it's all across. Oracle's mobile service helps organizations strengthen security, simplify compliance, and capture business opportunities around mobile access. Oracle mobile offerings, predominantly mobile suite that addresses these requirements. Let's talk about the third component or aspect of Oracle mobile offering, which is mobile application. This might sound familiar to folks who have been using ERP in the past, like eBusiness Suite or other products. Oracle offers many out-of-the-box mobile applications across all their product lines, including eBusiness Suite, Siebel, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, RightNow, and other packaged and cloud-based applications. One can also choose to leverage Oracle Mobile Platform to develop their own mobile applications. This is in a situation where you feel that there is no out-of-the-box apps that is provided. So it's either out-of-the-box or we can develop your own mobile apps using Oracle provided mobile platform. So this number of out-of-the-box mobile applications is only continuing to grow as we look into the future. So again, the three offerings of Oracle Mobility are mobile platform, mobile security, and mobile applications. Now we saw this as more like offerings and components. Now let's see from a strategic perspective. Here we have a depiction about Oracle mobile strategy on mobile applications where the user-built apps or out-of-the-box apps are connected via a security layer with Oracle mobile platform, which is cloud-enabled. I think that aspect is pretty well-rounded and covered here. This is in a nutshell demonstrate the skills that Oracle brings to the industry, which is a combination of your platform, your security, and the apps itself. Today's discussion, we will mostly focus on Oracle Mobile Platform, building own mobile applications, and security suite. We shall leave out-of-the-box mobile apps for some other day. Okay, so let's get going, and we will now talk about Oracle Mobile Platform. I had very briefly touched about it earlier, and I had said that we'll come to this later. So we'll get started with talking about Oracle Mobile Platform. This is a key offering of Oracle, and I'll just spend some time with the key features of Oracle Mobile Platform and hope that we get a good understanding of this. In the current world, users expect to be able to switch among desktops, tablets, or smartphones anytime, anywhere, right? So Oracle helps simplify this mobile revolution with a comprehensive mobile platform for enterprise. What it offers is cross-platform mobile applications through Mobile Application Framework, which we are going to talk in more detail later, which is a hybrid mobile framework. What Oracle Mobile Application Framework is a hybrid mobile framework that enables developers to rapidly develop single source applications and deploy to both Apple iOS and Google's Android platform. This MF term that is introduced here is the key. For folks who are new to Oracle offering of mobility, I would say that it will almost become synonym right? I mean, there are aspects like security and cloud and deployment and platform, but when we talk about Oracle Mobility, it's kind of become synonymous with MEF. Just like if people are aware of the middleware platform, when folks talk about Oracle middleware, they intermittently use the word SOA, right? But Oracle SOA Suite is just a component of middleware, just like that. While MEF may be a component of mobility offering, this is the key component, and it's almost gets synonymous with Oracle Mobility. Having said that, Oracle Web Center is also a component of Oracle Stack, predominantly in its middleware stack, that can help organizations deliver contextual and targeted web services to users and enable employees to access information and applications through intuitive portals, customized or composite applications, and mashups. Now we have talked about a platform, we have talked about securing seamless mobile enterprise, and we talked about a front end. Now what's important? Integration, right? In the earlier slide, we did see the strategy aspect, where you have the front end, you have the platform, you have the security layer, but what's important is the seamless integration. So Oracle Mobile Platform supports and utilizes standard technologies and tools to expose many data formats and backend businesses for exchange with any mobile application, and it supports all types of connections between applications and mobile devices. We are going to talk more about integrating, and Oracle performs or enables this integration through its middleware already existing middleware offering, which is coupled with mobile platform, and it is done using service-oriented architecture, SOA Suite components, or OSP. The next important aspect is the cloud computing or enablement via cloud or in the cloud, and Oracle brings these offerings through Oracle Computing Center. The key aspect of mobile connectivity in the cloud is easily define mobile interfaces and APIs and build mobile applications for your enterprise solutions or systems. Extend by connecting mobile developers with enterprise data and backend services via the cloud. So there are two aspects. One is about defining the interfaces and APIs for the enterprise systems, and then connecting the mobile developers with backend services via the cloud. And we are going to touch very briefly on this again later on. So, and the last important aspect about the platform, or should I say the feature of Oracle Mobile Platform, is certainly one of the most important aspects, which is helping you securely extend identity services and policies to mobile devices through authentication, policy enforcement, and single sign-on between applications. This particular aspect should cover a lot of concerns of the industry is having in the mobile area. So having talked about mobile platform now, I would like to move ahead with talking about specific offering of Oracle Mobility, and this would be more in terms of the suites or the packaging that they do. Oracle enables its mobility offering using two suites. First one being Mobile Suite, the second one being Mobile Security Suite. These are nothing but package and encapsulations. Everything you need to develop an enterprise mobile application is packaged as one set, and the other aspect is the aspect related with security. So anything you need to secure mobile applications is another package. Now it's important to know that they can be two independent entities. They need not be dependent on each other. Though they are closely coupled, should I say, in terms of use, but then if you want to use Mobile Security Suite, it's not necessary that there is a prerequisite. So these are the two important suites that Oracle kind of brings to the table. Now let's go over each of them. Let's talk about Oracle Mobile Suite. So Oracle provides one platform, any app, any data, any device, secure enablement. So it is encapsulated in one particular platform. The components of this platform we'll see in the next slide, but the importance of the aspect is that it is well integrated and packaged so that the solution providers or developers or even the customers don't have to venture out to multiple avenues to develop mobile solutions. So there is the very first aspect is about mobile suite. We'll see more the components of this next, and that is Oracle Mobile Suite encapsulates three things. It includes Oracle Mobile Development Framework for building on device mobile applications that run on a variety of devices and operating systems. In addition, the suite includes Enterprise Service Bus, replacing complex point-to-point integrations with a single service virtualization connection. Also included in the suite are adapters that simplify the task of interfacing with existing applications. So what we discussed earlier in terms of platform or the features of Oracle, where I was talking about a platform and integration, seamless integration with the front end and the back end through the security layer and such are the components of that. Those were the features, but the components are distributed by Oracle in this fashion. So the main components or the components of Oracle Mobile Suite are the Mobile Development Framework, which is nothing but the MEF, Enterprise Service Bus, or it could be either OSB or SOA Suite, and which is connected using set of adapters, which we'll see briefly later on. I hope this kind of gives a clear picture about what Oracle is offering to the industry. Now let's talk about the very first component of Oracle Mobile Suite, which is Mobile Application Framework. I hope you can see the screen there. Oracle Mobile Application Framework, in short called MEF, is a hybrid mobile framework that enables developers to rapidly develop single source applications and deploy to both Apple's iOS and Google's Android platform. Oracle MEF leverages Java, HTML5, and JavaScript to deliver a complete MVC framework with declarative user interface definition, device features, integration, and built-in security. Oracle MEF provides a visual and declarative development experience and maximizes code reuse, resulting in faster development of mobile applications. It's important to note here that MEF is the only Java framework designed to support cross-platform development. The app is built with consistent business logic and data model. It can be native or it can be HTML5, with full access to native device feature. This allows us to leverage existing skills among developers, and predominantly anyone having Java-based skills can now easily build mobile applications. It also leverages SQLite to support disconnected processes with built-in encryption. The framework is designed to be modular with its reusable components that can be leveraged to simplify mobile app development. So these are the key aspects about Oracle Mobile Application Framework. Now let's come to the technical or architectural aspect of Mobile Application Framework. I'll kind of go over at a high level on the key components of the architecture and how they are laid out. Mobile applications execute in a specific runtime environment with a device native container. This container hosts the Oracle MEF mobile application. WebView is a part of the device native container that uses a mobile device's web engine to display and process web-based content. Server HTML represents an interface that is generated on the server and delivered as a web page to the MAF mobile application. The local HTML that you see here in the ping box represents web pages developed using JDeveloper or third-party tools that are directly embedded within an MAF mobile application. MAF mobile AMX views are based on MAF mobile AMX technology that delivers a HTML5 based user interface. MAF controller, which is a very key aspect, is represented by a mobile version of Oracle MAF controller that supports a subset of Oracle MAF task flows components available to the server-based Oracle MAF application. Oracle MAF are the task flows of Oracle MAF are both bounded and unbounded. We'll talk about a little bit about unbounded and unbounded in the subsequent slide. Application configuration refers to services that allow key application configuration to be used. You see application configuration on the on the top on the right side, just beside the SSO and access control bar that you see there. Credential management and access control refers to client-side services that provide security-related services for any application. Apache Cordova is a set of device APIs that allow a mobile apps designer to access native device functions such as like camera or accelerometer from JavaScript. SQLite refers to local data which stores and resides on the device using encrypted format. So that kind of at a high level covers the architecture of MAF, and folks who are here in the call on the technology or the architecture side, I might have got an idea about how it's all laid out. We'll now move on and talk about a variety of application types that is provided. Oracle MAF supports development of various types of applications like native web and hybrid. Web application type is like online application and access through mobile device browser. Native type is optimized for platforms and form factor while developing with the platform specific SDK, and hybrid application runs with a native web container and inherently cross-platform solution. Let's talk about development tool integration, and user can choose preferred IDE, be it Oracle JDeveloper or Eclipse, which provides a visual and declarative development experience and maximizes code reuse, resulting in faster development of mobile applications. Integrated development environment provides various components for editors like data control, property inspectors, smart code editors for designing the application. The JDeveloper IDE provides maximum productivity with various graphs like area, bubble, scatter, and others like the Spark chart, with a rich look and easy design by drag and drop feature. Let's move on from this development tool integration to mobile application controller. The mobile or the model view controller is a software architectural pattern, as some of you would know, for implementing user interfaces. MAF controller task flows are one of the key elements of any Oracle MAF application which runs in MVC pattern. Mobile controller is represented by a mobile version of Oracle MAF controller that supports a subset of Oracle MAF task flow components available to a server-based Oracle MAF application. A view can be a sample HTML page or chart or a diagram. Multiple views of the same information are possible using controller. Oracle MAF task flows can be both bounded and unbounded, as said earlier. Benefits of the task flows are that the application can be broken up into series of modular flows that can call one another. Also, user can add to the task flow diagram nodes such as views, method calls, and calling to other task flows. So for designing, user interface IDE has various components like task flows, data controls, debugging, packaging, deployment, and such. So having covered this, let's talk about mobile application framework features. MAF helps to integrate with features that are built into your device. For example, user can integrate with the device's camera, contacts, emails, SMSs, GPS with so-called drag and drop feature. The AMX should be considered as default content type when it developing new apps, which is capable of online support. Binding of objects can be declarative and acts as future-proof for extensibility support. AMS supports integration and device services like camera. The remote URL is incorporated as mobile-friendly and acts as remote web content into MAF. It also complements AMX local HTML features with local data cache with full set of server-side data and functionality. Having talked about these features, let's now move on to mobile XML components, and you see a look and feel of that. So with a combination of JavaScript and APIs provided by MAF, user can create new or fully functional interactive UI components with good, rich look and feel. MAF AMS allows you to use UI components declaratively by dragging them into a pager editor. It also implements two concepts that enable the user interface technology from business service implementation, either using data controls or declarative bindings. So what we have covered so far is the mobile application framework or the platform the suite's first component. Now we'll talk about the integration aspect that we had earlier discussed very briefly. That is the second component or the second aspect of the mobile suite. Virtually all enterprise mobility projects require integration with backend systems. I think you would all agree with that. Oracle SOA and Oracle Service Bus product allow you to easily expose enterprise applications and data as virtual services and enable web services and RESTful API connections with them. This allows you to leverage existing application and integration infrastructure. It's highly reusable and scalable. There are two primary ways to develop an enterprise mobile strategy with SOA: mobile service integration, controlling the end-to-end integration from enterprise to handheld, or exposing enterprise assets through APIs for third parties to build out mobile solutions. Oracle SOA Suite has offerings for mobile enablement and API management and addresses both strategies. An integral part of Oracle Mobile Platform, Oracle SOA Suite can address the various mobile integration challenges, whether they reside on-premise or in the cloud. So as I was telling you earlier, the integration aspect of mobility is taken care by the key components of Oracle's middleware platform, which is SOA Suite or OSP, which is well integrated with Oracle Mobility offering. Now let's talk about the enhancement, the mobile integration enhancements. REST or JSON has several advantages over SOAP and XML. So it is preferred for mobile web services. As REST or JSON is similar than SOAP XML, you will be passing much less data over the network. For mobile devices, it is very important point. User experience is prime on mobile, right? So mobile apps can be chatty and overwhelmed business services. So having covered mobile application platform or framework and the integration at a high level, let's talk about deployment a little bit. Before you can publish an application for distribution to end users, users must test it on a simulator or on an actual device to access its behavior and ease of use. By deploying an iOS application bundle or Android application package file to the platform appropriate device or simulator, MAF Mobile enables you to test applications before publishing them to the App Store or to an application marketplace such as Google Play. So the deployment aspect is key here, as we know, and this is how Oracle enables that aspect. So the key component of, again, the mobile platform is security in Oracle MAF. The mobile runtime authenticates each user with a secured application feature has been activated. MAF Mobile supports the concept of whitelist, a registry of URLs that open within the application web view and can access various device services such as like GPS, a camera, or a file system. Configuring security for an MAF mobile application begins at the application feature level, where you designate which application features require use authenticate against a long login server or a local credential store. Let's now move on to the adapters, which is the last component of the suite. And to facilitate data exchange with external mobile applications that require optimized network traffic, the service bus can handle non-XML payloads with a host of data sources such as file, AGB, FTP, MQ, JMS, and Tuxedo. We can easily transform existing SOAP services into REST-style services, thereby avoiding extensive programmatic changes. So now what we have covered is we have seen the mobile platform, we have seen the integration aspect, and now we have briefly talked about adapters, which is very common in the integration space. And this is how it is organized and enabled. Now the mobile suite, we'll just briefly touch upon this. It's a standalone environment that provides the company's employees with secure access to internet sources. It provides a clear isolation between personal and enterprise information and apps. As I said earlier, it can be used separately from other modules based on customer requirement. There are three key requirements for mobile security: extending identity to mobile, preserving policies and rules and extending to mobile applications, maintain user experiences, privacy without giving up IT control. So these are the key requirements. Now let's see Oracle's mobile security plan. The Oracle Identity Management is integrated with Oracle Mobility, and the IDM Mobile SDK provide APIs for authentication as well as authorization for single sign-on, cryptography, user and role management, and secure storage. Risk policy will be set up based on setup-based and strong authentication is provided for application through Oracle Adaptive Access Manager, which is OAAM. The SDK's support authentication is through basic authentication and SOAP REST web services exposed by the mobile and social server. A very key component or aspect about mobile enablement. Oracle Mobile Service goal is to easily enable mobile application developers that are continually looking for new ways to accelerate development of apps to meet their customer needs. Mobile Cloud Services, or in short MCS, reduces the complexities of the application development by dealing with the complex server-side programming, reducing the redundancy in creating backend code blocks, providing ready-to-integrate features and template backend. Security is a critical component and is designed ground up in the MCS, from tokens to developers to develop and consume APIs to encryption policies for data in rest, data in motion, policies for single sign-on and federated authentication across multiple data services via authorization or SAML, and policies for defining access rights to application via mobile application management or container technologies are services that will be available in MCS. A key component of mobile cloud service is to provide developers, IT and business with matrices on service usage and business impact. MCS will be designed to provide technical metrics, enhancement metrics, business metrics, along with monitoring and management services. So that was on cloud. As some of you may be knowing that there was an earlier offering from Oracle, which was Oracle ADF in terms of mobility offering, and the latest offering is MAF. What we have tried to do is briefly give those folks who have been using ADF, Oracle ADF earlier, some insight. To start with, migrating ADF mobile application to MAF is easy process by selecting solution from application controller. The benefits of MAF are like the visual and the declarative development, simplified access to device services and offline capabilities, code in Java using multiple IDEs and run on multiple mobile operating systems, and offline support using encrypted SQLite. So MAF is the latest offering of Oracle, and that's what it has been now predominantly used. Now let's go over a brief demo on mobile application framework. This is a demo of a POC that was done in our lab, and Vinod will be walking you through this demo. So Vinod, you want to take over?
Thank you, Vipul. Pages to have the list of employees in a home page as well as in a graphical format, and a help page as well as a login page. Once we develop the applications, we will be showcasing how to deploy the application into Android emulator. And lastly, we will be showing how to configure as well as to deploy the applications to Oracle Cloud. To develop the mobile application framework, as earlier Vaibul said, Oracle Java Developer supports MAF from 12.1 version. So to install the MAF, either we can update the check updates as well as to install the latest version. Once we select the new application to create the application, we can see a lot of applications like ADF Fusion application or Java desktop application. Since we are creating a mobile application framework, once we select the application, it creates two solutions. One solution is to have the feature contents like AMX files, task flows, data controls, and lifecycle events. And other solution is to have the application-wide contents like device features, springboards, etc. Once we select the application, by default, as I said, it will have two solutions like application controller and view controller. And we should provide the directory name as well as the source control details. Once we selected all the input details provided by us, we can see a default screen as well as default files created by MAF. The main file of the application is MAF feature.xml file, which controls all the applications. Either we have to define the features or enable the contents or what are the preferences we need. So once we create the applications or once we have to create a new page, we will be adding a feature by selecting the content feature. It can be a type MAF, AMX feature, or local HTML, or remote URL accessing the page from the web browser. So here we are adding a couple of pages for the home page to get the list of employees, as well as a help page, and other page to have the information in a graphical format. Also, we will be creating a login page for security purpose. Either we can enable it or disable before deployment. So now we will be creating a new application as well as new page. As I said earlier, like 3 pages. So in the bigger screen, you can see the page which has the 2 pages like help page as well as home page. Once the pages are designed, we should show the information in a model class. So we will be creating a Java class with the basic attributes, which has to be exposed to all the models. So we will be creating 2 classes. One is to have the list of employees. One is to have the detailed information of the employee. By default, the Java class will be implementing the abstract methods as well as the constructors to be used by the application. Once the development is done to create the pages as well as the model classes, before deploying to the application, we should compile the application, or without compilation also we can do the deployment, like it will compile all the pages as well as application, which should not have any errors. So before deployment, we should create a new deployment profile. Depending on the either we can create a deployment profile to the Android device or iOS device. So here we are deploying the application into an Android device by selecting from the deployment profile. Once we select the deployment profile to be deployed, we can select the deploy the application to a device or to an emulator in a step-by-step process. So once you are deploying application to a device has to be connected to the disk. as well as we have to define the port what it's connected. If it is not connected, it will be in a failure status while deploying. Similar to that, while deploying the application to emulator, the respective SDK has to be installed, as well as it has to be enabled to deploy the application. So once we select the emulator, we can see the log, like what application it is going to deploy, as well as the status of the application. Once it is deployed, we can see the status of the application, either it can be a failure or it can be a finish. Once the application is deployed to emulator, we can see a default icon as well as the name of the application. Since we created a couple of pages, a home page to have the list of all the employees, it will be displaying the list of all the employees. Along with that, we will have the action events to see the graph, as well as we can search the employee using the springboards or by clicking on the alphabet. So once we click on the graph button, we can see the information in a graphical format as what we defined in the model class, as well as what we have defined the information to be displayed on the x-axis and y-axis. Similar to that, once we click on the help button, since it is static information what we have given, we can see the information how it is going to display. So also we have the other page like login page. Since while deploying we have not enabled the security, so now once we enable the security for the application or for the page, what we require, after enabling the security, by default it doesn't open the home page which has a list of employees, but it navigates to the login page. So user has to provide the appropriate credentials to navigate to the home page. If either of the case it doesn't provide the credentials, it will be stay in the same page. Either it shows the invalid credentials or it goes to the next page. So how can we configure the Oracle Cloud to the IDE? So before configuring the Oracle Cloud, we have to select the connection type as a Oracle Cloud, as well as the credentials provided, as well as credentials like username and password, as well as we should give the server domains as well as the exact hostname what we need to connect. So once we have the connection details, we can verify the test connection, whether the connection details provided by us is valid or not. So if it is successful, we can deploy the application to the Oracle Cloud. Once we select the application to deploy the application to the Oracle Cloud Server, we can see the name of the application as well as the state, how it is going to deploy, similar to the log what I have shown earlier. After the deployment of the application, and if it is success, using the Oracle console for the cloud, we can see the status of the application, by connecting, and as well as you can see the status of the application, whether it is successful deployment or not. So now we will be configuring the Oracle Database Cloud Once we configure the similar to the Oracle Cloud, we will be configuring similarly Oracle Database Cloud. Once we configure the Database Cloud credentials provided by them, by the Oracle, by default we can see the tables created by them. We can modify the data as well as we can change the data, or we can add a new rows to the data table.
So thanks, Vinod. So what we have covered today is Oracle Mobile Suite, along with Security Suite, and then we have we talked about the deployment and mobile cloud, and we followed it up or concluded with a demo of a POC done at our end. Now I would like to open up for any questions you may have. Please feel free to ask questions. I believe you should all be unmuted by now. So do let me know if you have any questions. Well, I take it as no, then, and so with that we come to a conclusion of today's. Hello, is there a question? All right. So with that we come to a conclusion of today's session, and I really thank all of you who could join today. And I look forward to interacting with you again in case you have a requirement for deploying mobile solutions at your end. We'll be following it up with brochures from our end as well as information about our practice and offerings, and we'll look to hear back from you again. So with that said, thanks again for joining, and you have a wonderful day today. Thanks. Bye.